WayFM, this is The Wally Show, and this is really cool. We have Rachel Ramsey Cruze on the show. Now, you might recognize one of those names, the Ramsey name, because she is the daughter of financial guru Dave Ramsey. And thank you for being on the show, girl.
Thanks, Wally. Thanks for having me.
Now, we are going to talk about how to save money for the holidays and be smart. You know, and it makes sense that you also are probably a financial person based on your dad. Did you go to school for finance, or what's your background?
No, I actually didn't. I went for communication studies.
Oh.
So I loved speaking, and so kind of grew a heart for this money message, if you will, more so in college, realizing the lack of knowledge with my generation when it comes to money. So when I graduated college, started speaking and took on the money message, and now here I am on the Wally Show.
Money message is, you've arrived. Welcome to the middle.
No, it's an honor.
Yeah.
Being a Nashvilleian, I hear you, so it's great.
Yeah, but her dad's like this big-time radio guy, and then there's me. You
No.
know?
This is
So
fun.
let's talk about your dad for a second, because, I mean, I'm sure he instilled a lot of things into you. Like, when you were growing up, was he frugal? You know, like, do you remember, like, things you're like, oh, really? We can't just go buy this?
Yeah, well, it's interesting because mom and dad, if you know their story, they filed for bankruptcy, and I was 6 months old when they filed for bankruptcy.
Oh, okay, so you were young then.
Yes, yeah. So the early parts of my life, sure, we heard the word no a lot and things we couldn't do. I mean, we didn't go on vacation. So a lot of my early memories, it was extremely frugal because they had to be. They had no money. And so I think as the business started, getting better and doing things and that kind of, they started, I guess, making more money, if you will.
Right.
They still instilled to us being wise with spending. But obviously, if you have margin, you're able to do a little bit more because you have obviously more money. So we kind of saw that grow a little bit. But overall, I mean, they were pretty down to earth still.
Did everything that he gave you as a kid, was it always practical? Or did he give you like some stuff that was frilly like girls like? Or was it like, no, this is not practical?
They were pretty normal parents.
Yeah.
I mean, I think probably what a normal parent would give their kid. I mean, I think some people think we grew up like going, having budget meetings all the time or like mutual fund parties or something like that. No,
That's how I pictured it.
No, yeah. We'll still steer clear of that. Yeah, I mean, it was fairly normal. So I got American Girl doll when I was little. So sure, there were things, but
made in China probably though, because you save money on them that way.
That's right. But we were always we were always on commission, not allowance. So we were never just given money. We had to work for it.
Oh, okay,
so we were
that's
on
good.
commission. So things that we bought, we actually worked for the money and got to purchase. So there was still, the work ethic instilled and how to, spend wisely. But, I mean, they were pretty normal.
All right, well, what's the best advice your dad ever gave you?
Best advice my dad ever gave me. I would say in regards to money, avoiding debt.
Right.
I think that's honestly it, because my generation now is the most indebted generation in history. And being able to avoid that, through college and now as an adult, my husband and I will be married 4 years, and being able to avoid, credit card debt, car loans, all of that, it's a blessing when you get your paycheck in and you get to decide what to do with it.
Because then you can it frees you up to do things that you want to do. But I mean, sometimes you've got to make hard choices for a little while to get to that place.
Yes.
And that's deferring that gratification, which takes time, and it's not easy to do. And we want to talk about ways to spend money during the holidays, because it's real easy to get caught up in these moments and have the best intentions of being generous, but you sometimes can spend yourself silly. So what do you recommend as a way of maintaining money control during Christmas?
Sure. Well, I think the first thing you have to do is create a budget, which is boring and not fun, not exciting, but have a holiday budget. I mean, list out the people you're going to buy a gift for, put dollar amounts next to their names, add up those dollar amounts and make sure that total amount doesn't, freak you out and that you can handle that. And so just go about it that way and just be intentional with when you're spending money, because I think it's so easy for us, to go and just see things and buy stuff for ourselves even, going into the mall and it's like, oh, I need this, I need that, or she could have this, and you just end up spending crazy amounts of money that you didn't plan on. So just have a plan before you go shopping.
I think the deals are the biggest danger. Like that whole thing of if you buy this much, then you'll get $50 in Kohl's cash, and before you know it, you're just like you spent way more than you had planned on.
Right. Well, I'm a natural spender when it comes to money, which is funny. I feel like people are either savers or spenders, and I'm definitely a spender. And I do that all the time if I go, have a sale, in Banana Republic or wherever, the ladies like to shop. Yeah, and I come home like, babe, I just saved like $100.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, and he's like, no, you spent $75.
Yes,
though. So,
exactly. My wife tries that nonsense with me.
It tricks us spenders. So yes, so be diligent, be on that plan.
Now you talk about deciding who you're going to spend for. That's not easy to do, because if you're on a tight budget, then how do you include everybody kind of in that?
Well, sometimes you don't.
Oh,
and you
ouch.
can't.
Oh, that's good news. Sorry, Zach.
Yeah, so yeah, you can say no sometimes. And I think that's important. And I think people feel the pressure for some reason, to go buy stuff for people they don't really like with money they don't have. And so don't go about that. And just, and I have a lot of friends, who are on super tight budgets. They're just starting out. They're like, we don't have money to spend on Christmas. And I tell them, it's okay. Just be honest with your friends and family with where you're at, and they're going to appreciate that. So don't feel that pressure.
So either that or take out a really low interest credit card, right? Right?
Oh,
No?
gosh, no.
So what you're saying is if you don't have money, don't buy stuff.
Shocking. Pretty, yep.
I'm not following you on
Hard to
this one.
grasp. Hard to grasp, I know.
So if I don't have money, I should buy more. Right?
That's what America.
Okay.
I feel like America thinks. Yeah, so avoiding debt. Yeah, that's a good point. Do not spend money you don't have.
So if you are, a little short, but you want to do something nice for someone, what's a good way to actually maybe earn extra money or something like that? Because I think the good thing or the smart idea is to work off of cash, which I know is what you and your dad, preach through the Dave Ramsey financial peace stuff. And so, I don't think people think about it, but there might be other ways to earn some extra cash during the holidays.
Well, sure. I mean, you can go get a part-time job and just work seasonal, and make extra cash that way. Or I always tell people too, I mean, this sounds so cheap, but it's not. But go make a gift or figure out a creative way to give. Pinterest is a great outlet, especially for the women.
Yes.
To go and just get creative with stuff. Not just the women, Molly. You too.
Yeah.
You too. Even men.
I wish I had let you finish because I got to. That's a great thing is right as you were saying it for the women.
No. Men like it as well, of
no,
course.
they don't. You just threw me a bone on that one. I appreciate that. You're sweet, but that's not true at all. That is a good thing. I think that you can make things for some people. I used to make these pens and stuff like that. That didn't cost me a lot, but it took me time to make.
Sure.
And I put love into it, And the other thing, like you said, getting a part-time job, there's a lot of people that hire during the holidays just for that. So if it's really important to you, the best gift you can give yourself is that job so you don't put yourself in debt just to give somebody something that they're not going to remember anyway.
You want my job, Wally? That's a good answer right
Wow.
there. That's exactly right. That is exactly right.
Full disclosure here, I'm trying to take over your dad's job. And speaking of your dad, I want to do a segment called WWDD. What would Dave do? Okay? I'm going to give you a couple scenarios, and you tell me what Dave would do in this instance, okay? A school needs a new playground for its students, and they ask Dave for the money. Now, Dave can loan them the money, he can hire an ELP to teach the kids how to build a new one, or donate the new Dave Ramsey gold-plated playground. What would Dave do?
I would say C, donate. I don't know if it would be gold.
Oh, he's got a gold-plated playground? Did you have one of those as a kid?
I don't know if it'll be gold.
I knew it! He has a unicorn ranch, doesn't he? The rumors are true.
They are true.
Up on that big house on the hill, I knew it. He has flying monkeys. He's got everything.
A magical world up there.
Oh, how awesome would that be to live there? Okay, so question number 2. Dave is at church and the offering plate comes around, and in his wallet, he only has $1,000 bills. Does he A, drop 1 or 2 in to be a good guy, B, try to make change, or C, spill it all on purpose, then pick it up and look like he's adding that money in? What would Dave do?
I don't know. I have no idea. None of the above. Can I say that?
Yeah, you can say that.
I mean,
what do you think he would do?
He's the heart of. I mean, he is generous, and that's one thing I don't think people know about him. Him and Mom give so much. So I would go with A.
Okay, there you go.
Yes.
But $1,000 bills would be counterfeits.
Yeah, that probably won't be legal. But
yes. that shows you that I've never had one because I didn't even know they weren't real. All right, and finally, we're doing what would Dave do with Dave's daughter Rachel Ramsey Cruze here. Let's say you, Dave's daughter, the love of his life. How many other kids does he have?
2 others. I have an older sister and younger brother.
Okay, but you're his favorite.
Of course.
So let's say you, Dave's favorite daughter, need a kidney transplant. And the only way for you to get that kidney transplant is for Dave to open a new Obamacare credit card with 18% interest. What would Dave do? Does he open the credit card to save your life, or...
Oh my gosh, I don't know.
It's been fun having you as a daughter.
I think he would say save a life.
There you go. So he
but
would
I can't. I don't. Yes, but save up to save the life.
Okay, so
I'll say that.
No,
work the extra job. Get that holiday job. save some of that cash.
Not
and then
one of
do
the options. So he would take out the credit card. No, I'm
I don't know.
Well, it's been good knowing you there, Rachel. Rachel knows, well, I'm not going to survive that one. Oh, man. Well, thank you so much for coming in. And again, it's really important for people to be wise with their spending around this time of year. And so that's what you're out promoting, which I think it's great because it's so easy to get that messed up.
Sure, absolutely. Well, thanks, Wally. Thanks for having me on and playing WWTD.
Yep. You guys
never thought I would play that in my life.
You guys should do that at the office there at Financial Peace Plaza.
Have
That'd
a
be fun.
trivia game.
Oh, totally.